Hello, I'm Gary Brinker, Director of the Docking Institute of Public Affairs. Thank you for taking a few minutes of your time to permit me to explain how the Docking Institute's strategic planning services can help your organization more efficiently and effectively establish and achieve its short-term and long-term goals. Strategic planning is simply a systematic method for identifying, documenting, and accomplishing an organization's primary goals. The first step is to look at the big picture, establishing the organization's purpose for existing and developing a mission statement based on that broad conceptualization. Organizations sensing that they are still evolving often find a vision statement to be equally useful, describing what they would ideally like to become in the not-too-distant future. Based on these ideals and a subsequent SWOT analysis, a session feature that identifies the organization's primary strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, a consensus on the most important goals for the organization is developed. It is from these broad goals that objectives and action plans flow. A comprehensive strategic plan is an important organizational tool for several reasons, perhaps the most important of which is it facilitates the most efficient use of organizational resources. By channeling resources directly to goal-directed initiatives, the organization avoids waste and redundancy. Strategic planning demonstrates to oversight entities that the organization is taking a proactive, science-based stance on management. A well-constructed strategic plan can also serve as an excellent instrument for assessing organizational performance and success. Researchers at the Docking Institute can assist organizations in a number of ways in developing a strategic plan. We can guide you in selecting the appropriate participants and describe the ideal environment for the planning session. Docking will conduct a historical analysis of your organization and review documents from previous planning initiatives to facilitate a smooth transition. Our team of experienced facilitators with varied backgrounds allows us to match the organization with a facilitator knowledgeable in the organization's activities. The image shows one of Docking Institute's student researchers transcribing the proceedings of a strategic planning session for the Pratt Community College. We provide a comprehensive report to all clients that summarizes all the session's accomplishments as well as all goals, strategies, and action plans developed. The report provided to our strategic planning clients includes an overview summary of the proceedings, new mission and vision statements developed, the results of the SWOT analysis, and the major goals identified and documented. The sample shown here demonstrates how we document the objectives and action plans for accomplishing each goal. The fees charged by the Docking Institute for strategic planning services vary depending on a variety of factors. Organizations familiar with strategic planning, like you will be after working with us, we find can generally accomplish more in a given session length. Mission and vision statements can be reviewed and updated rather quickly, but developing them from scratch will take more time. Developing a comprehensive list of all action plans can be very time-consuming and is often best accomplished in organizational committees. Docking can provide as much or as little assistance with the details as the client would like. And finally, travel expenses for facilitators and their assistants are, naturally, higher depending on how far away the session is held from the Fort Hays State University campus in Hays. Typically, our charges for the described services fall between $1,500 and $2,500. Strategic planning may seem easy and straightforward at face value, but having the session facilitated by an experienced professional can make all of the difference. Each of our planning specialists possess unique academic credentials and knowledge, so we are able to match them with organizations of which they are familiar with the unique organizational culture. Each has successfully facilitated numerous planning sessions, becoming very comfortable with the process and the multitasking skills necessary for effective facilitation. Docking's mission is to facilitate effective public policy decision-making among governmental and nonprofit entities. A well-crafted strategic plan, facilitated by one of our experienced facilitators, can guide the critical decisions your organization makes in achieving its goals. Once your organization's administrators visualize the value of a strategic plan and appropriate the funding, the Docking Institute will consult with you in all the planning and arrangements. We can help you choose the appropriate participants, determine the amount of time required, establish a session date compatible with all participants, and choose a venue conducive to small group interaction. Everything you need to ensure a productive planning session. The Docking Institute can provide much more than a facilitator and support staff for your strategic plan. Sometimes a needs assessment is required prior to strategic planning. An organization might want to survey its clients or constituents to get their opinions on critical organizational goals. The strategic plan may call for pursuit of a public or private grant. The Docking Institute has a staff of dedicated professionals skilled in all of these areas and more. We can put together a team ideally suited for your organization's unique needs and operating environment. You can learn more about the Docking Institute of Public Affairs by accessing our website. We invite you to contact me or our Assistant Director, Mike Walker, to discuss your strategic plan or any other research needs you might have. We look forward to working with you in promoting the success of your organization.